Then first up today, in a survey of 500 men, 70% said they would be over the moon if their female partner popped the question and asked them for their hand in marriage. But 95% of women said there's no chance of them doing it. They'd rather wait to be asked. So, how would you have felt, Ollie, recently engaged, if your partner had got down on one knee in the squat rack, because you both love your fitness, and proposed to you?
I'd have been fuming.
Really?
Yeah.
It was school.
Yeah, no, I really wanted to do it. It was something that I, personally, I'd been thinking about for a long, long time. And we actually had a conversation. I was like, don't you dare propose to me. But because she's quite spontaneous, Amelia, so she probably would have done it. But I think we were saying off air, it's something that I wanted to do for such a long time. I think, for me, I know Amelia's been planning her wedding day for years, you know, what dress she's going to do and all that. For me, proposing, that was something that I thought about for ages. I wonder who that woman's going to be. I wonder when it's going to be and when I'm going to do it. So that was my thing. So I'm glad that I had that opportunity to do it. So.
The traditional way?
Yeah, I mean, I struggled to get down on one knee because I've got bad knees, but I managed to do it, and, you know, she said yes, and she loved it. So, and I think for us, because of our relationship and maybe because of who I am and her not being a celebrity and stuff, I think it was important for me to propose to show that I was committed to her. So I think that was great that we did it that way.
Well, you did say when we were prepping this show that there was a lovely moment where she gave you a picture, and on the back she was the first one that said, "I love you" in your relationship.
Yeah. I was.
That's sweet.
Yeah, and it was beautiful. We was in our flat, and we just got back from a lovely holiday, and she'd put all these photos on a frame, and she was like, "Oh, nice, a lovely frame, thank you, that was great." She goes, "Oh no, you got to turn it over," and I turned it over, and it said, "I love you" on the back.
So romantic.
So, I was like, oh, I like love you too.
I mean, this is quite new, though, isn't it? I mean, you know, you're the more mature gentleman around the table. Back in the day, this would have never happened, right?
No. It's all... I mean, the way that women will now approach men is quite extraordinary. I mean, I get proposed to all the time on Twitter. You know, Twitter is my main source of potential wives. It's quite extraordinary. If not, they want me to be their dad, so... But...
Hopefully not both at the same time. Now.
Well, now, be careful. No, it very definitely was always the way that, you know, the bloke had to do the pursuing right from the start, and then, you know, I don't think the occasion of even discussing the fact that a woman might pop the question. But it's kind of like it's a cake and eat it thing. You know, women have got all this ability and this facility to do more of what they want to do and what they feel, and yet your poll is showing that, in actual fact, 90% of them want it to stay the way it is, and 70% of blokes really would love it if the women did. So, I mean, maybe you could work out something where you did it kind of a joint thing. It doesn't matter who goes first. You flip a coin, who goes first, you decide, right? I'm gonna propose to you, you're gonna propose to me. It's equal.
Wow.
Even.
On a flip of a coin.
On a flip, yeah, but flip of a coin of who goes first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who goes first,
no,
who proposes first?
It's interesting, Ollie, you said that you really wanted to do the proposal. I wouldn't have minded if my missus had, but I think she's pretty traditional. But I also ended up having to... I did quite an epic proposal. My missus, we've got quite a big age difference, and I sort of wanted to wait till she was ready. And when she was 25, I set up this elaborate holiday. It was on her birthday. We went out to Italy, and she sort of knew that I was going to propose to her because, you know, I'd spoken to her dad, and she'd spoken to her parents and stuff. And then when we went out, I think she was expecting me to propose on the first day. So we went out on the Thursday, and by Sunday, I hadn't proposed. And she was absolutely furious, fuming with me for the whole time. And then on the Sunday, I'd spoken to the people at the hotel, and they said, "We do this all the time, sir." So they set up a table outside the hotel, put a load of lit candles, champagne, chocolate-covered strawberries in the ring.
Wow.
And I said to her,
You've got me already.
Yeah. I said to her, let's go out for a walk. Let's go out for a walk. And she was like, not having it. She was really angry, but I convinced her to go out for a walk. We saw all these candles, saw the table, and I said, look, let's have some champagne. She said, leave that alone. That's someone else's. Don't touch it. And I said, no. So I cracked open a bottle of champagne. Then she saw the ring. She almost she got really emotional, and she said, and she was like, oh, wow. And then she said, I know you're in a wheelchair, but you're still going to have to get down on one knee. And it was gravel as well. So I got down on my knee, and then there was this American couple with a camera going, oh, this is so beautiful, so beautiful. So I got my moment in the sun to propose.
I guess it's part of the romance equation that isn't going to change. You know, it's traditional. I think that a lot of women would like the guy to do it, as we've seen. It's really interesting. Can we just have a show of hands? Ladies in the audience, would you propose to your partner?
Wow.
No. Big shake of the
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you what.